always gone unless they finally just turn the tables, turn the tide, and upset history, because there's a ton of history against them in this Imperial lineup. boltz up close, 2 taps into the Copenhagen Flames. And we have roeJ and Nikodas still trying to get this split underway. Patience is a virtue. And with the 2v4 turned back to the even keel, they try to tuck, they try to run,
Chase
they try
his
to
ass
sprint. And Fallen is going to go all the way around. roeJ, he has to stop, he has to fight, and he gets 1 kill already, a second, with what feels like that last shot.
My reasonable mind is like, all right, this map we know Copenhagen can play. This is a map that Imperial should lose. They did get 12 rounds yesterday, and the only upside again, after this quick kind of anti-eco, the only upside again is that Imperial will fully well be aware of the fact that this could have come into the veto. That's the main thing. You know, so it comes down to how much could Fallen have prepared for this game, and how than what we saw yesterday.
It's the only way to do it.
Yes. All right. Looking for a little time. Oh, boltz pretty consistent in mid, but Fur goes down, traded on the ramp. Vinny in a spot where he would love to have a friend to help him out of this spot, but it might actually be good for him. No, it's not.
But towards B, they will find another one. That's flashes on ramp and flashes at B steps. Man advantage still held onto for Copenhagen Flames. Nikodas down deep, Fallen in the open.
Ooh, Professor steps out to the plate, but roeJ is right there under the grate by the sandbags. Impossible to see. And boltz, who was...
There are attempts here. Sandbag's position being held by Fur. He's going to creep around.
Oh, Jesus, the 4-3.
And now Nikodas is going to walk up. Short player dies to an instant. And then Fur will at least bring it back. But roeJ is still nearby. And Fur, as he comes around that side of the smoke, will go down. Man advantage still for Imperial. They've been able to hold it. Here comes boltz. The key piece to the starts of these rounds could end one in the 5th, but roeJ in the clutch. 5 kills already. Bomb on his back as he plants on A, and everybody's nearby for Imperial. roeJ comes up with a gun, gets a quick headshot. boltz incredibly low, and that's not gonna matter. He's got it with the SMG. Imperial take 2.
boltz goes for the MP9 just because he's playing too well, huh? He had the M4.
For dangerous game.
Hey, if there's a guy you won't push on the ramp, this is the man.
Gets 1. Oh, a second! Fur, even with a little bit more damage. Mac 10 from roeJ, a lifeline.
They got to be careful. Nikodas has sat here in the back, and they might give him this chance. It looks like they will. Yeah, they forgot about the potential for an op. They thought this was...
Fallen, does he just jump? Yes. He moves past that op. The first shot rings out. Nikodas is actually in a pretty compromised spot, but even under pressure, he's able to drop Fallen. Frag grenade destined for him. Still in the very same spot. FNX in the open gets that first, but there's no time for a defuse, so Copenhagen Flames find 4.
Oh, what a robbery right there. That's roeJ. Oh, man, that's
Clean
a
as
kill.
Can be. Fur on the crane. Compromised position. Support from Fallen as the flash goes over. It's perfect! He gets roeJ down,
15
confirms
seconds.
lots of bodies. Fallen gonna just be trying to hide in sight, but jabbi hits the headshot. We have Fur coming back with more utility as he takes down 2 more, and boltz comes in from elevator. 4 seconds, there's no chance to plant, and they rob this.
They actually...
Copenhagen Flames. Oh, and another headshot. This time jabbi. boltz holding back, shaves him off the front end of this push. Now it's just the Galil and pistols, and boltz, well, it's still not enough. Tons of damage done, but not nearly enough to drop Zyphon. He moves beyond, and Copenhagen Flames, what goes around comes around, as they rob back their round with just these pistols and then continue to punish and apply that pressure. Vinny just wants to hang on to the op, but you know the Flames come hunting.
Yeah, this is a key save. He's actually going to push forward in case they come for the flank, but this means a duel is about to take place. And Nikodas, he understands oppers. Will he be able to figure out Vinny? No, Vinny will win that.
Vinny, the newest opper in the CSGO community.
Yes.
Looked ridiculous with... Why not?
Oh, we've got FNX trying something new.
Big chance for FNX. And jabbi, that's the Galil of all things. Oh, the FOMS, nearly a second. Nikodas connects to the head. Takes a ton of damage. Mid-play from Zyphon. Gonna find Fallen on that rotate. boltz suddenly all alone on an island. Frag going out for Nikodas. Dunked! And it sends him back down to the base of the stairs as the bomb tucks tail and turns. Towards A, they'll go.
Oh, he's tucked in
tucked.
an interesting spot. I mean, Zyphon could literally walk by him in this position. This could be round winning for boltz if Zyphon doesn't clear it.
But he will. And in doing so, that opens up this B site. Vinny now on for the clutch if he wants to risk that off. But we saw kicking push down to the bottom of B. Opper's not going to find contact, and when it does, Jabbi's on an awkward off angle. Tough one for Vinny, but he hits the flick.
Okay.
That's slick.
Test him.
Players up the ramp. roeJ gets tagged to a quarter HP. The Tech 9 even finding a bit more damage, but it's a P250 for boltz. The AK finds itself into the hands of FNX. Utility starts to be thrown out towards the A site, but as quick as that AK is picked up, it's taken right back down. roeJ on control. Fallen onto short. Nikita's on 50. boltz, he starts to move forward, but Fallen's now gone down. Vinny's op is still alive, and this is movement from the T side back.
Coming, so let's see. Full strength buy here for the CT side.
boltz opens up. How many entries is this guy going to get them? We're trying to fight on ramp. He will find roeJ. 5v3. A real gun round. Sure bodes well so far. And
Okay.
Fallen right there for the repeat trades out jabbi. Zyphon and Nikita's fully health. Zyphon and Nikita's just going to be playing both tucked short. They hold, they wait. A smoke and a tap and a scope towards short, but a missed shot's going to end it. And that is the Flames. If these two riflers die, it is a double op retake. Vinny's going to be pressed up close. roeJ about to round the corner. Oh, but even with the flashbang popping in the eyes of Vinny, he gets that first kill. 10 seconds. Now roeJ comes into action. Zyphon's close on sight. And the
there
Opper
it is.
in Fallen stops that bomb. And twice he connects those critical.
A lot with very little.
A shot from FNX. Twice now. That op misses its mark. Fallen is here to try and help, but no. 2 versus 4 bomb stop. Fur into the mix. He needs to be. As roeJ grabs back the bomb, Fur is inside of that smoke, in the center of it.
This is risky. Obviously, roeJ has the same
Trying to phase him,
play
gets
as
it.
him. Yeah, 1-on-2 boltz.
Over construction he comes. roeJ not yet playing bomb, instead trying to hunt that frag, looking back behind him. In the open, he fakes the plant, comes around box, and that's where boltz is going to end it.
God
Another one for Imperial, but line up here for Fur. boltz again. So successful. Double kill towards mid. And with Fur on the ramp, locking horns with Nikita's, it's Vinny over the shoulder to help out. It seems like Imperial finally starting to figure this out. If you tally the amount of times that they had 5v4, but Copenhagen Flames still won the round.
I'm sure the desk will. That is going to be a big thing to talk about. I mean, it's not going to happen. Like, okay, yeah. Shut them down. Shut them down. 6 rounds. I mean, we're at this point, Imperial just looking for this next map.
5v4s have been there. The openings.
Give us a third. Come on.
It was all taken back. Every time Copenhagen Flames have been on the cusp of a top 8, it goes to map 3. Will that continue? We got Nikita's down. Fallen and Vinny. Couple of kills already. T side looking to puncture through this A-hold. And as Zyphon rotates around through that smoke, we've gotten Fur inside of the bomb site. Won't be stopped. Plant is there for Imperial, but he jumps on top of it, and Vinny's dual Berettas answer back.
Hey, it's at the cost of his life.
It's got to be jabbi. 1 versus 3. Sees that contact towards short, looks over at the elevator, and boltz, he could still give him this kill. He's toying with him.
His worst decision.
Vinny jumps over.
Top. Wow.
Ambitious plays. They're toying with jabbi, and you'd better not mess with this beast, as his 16 HP could still be enough. Fallen on the back, Vinny up close. USP misses its mark, and Imperial hit second pistol forward that you'd think it should be enough. boltz
you
with
wanna
the
call it
element
now?
of surprise, as 4 CTs double around this elevator. The MAC-10's looking for money, and he's gonna land 3 kills with it. roeJ tries to tuck to CT spawn, but you can't hide from the shark. Ramp, that's a lot of bodies confirmed. Presence has been seen, it has been heard. And Nikita's still floating with this fight, flirting with death as he dances on FNX and then follows up onto Vinny. A clean 5v3 for Copenhagen Flames as they take barely any damage. Oh, and he goes right back for more. 3 frags for Nikita's. Oh, a 4th! Everything he needs on this site. Nikita does him dirty. The whole entire ramp is his, and that sends boltz back to cower in fear. As double digits secured, Nikita's will fall short of the ace, but so be it. The Flames take 10.
Oh, a monster. I mean, that's the kind of presence you could only have if you had an AWP in your hands, and he does it as having a vision of that while you're fighting down. Well, now they can't peek over top of it and attack you back. So that just allows you to see feet if they swing out from the sandbags, and they just have been refreshing this and consistently fighting, and Imperial do not have any response for it.
20 seconds. Both the short players very low, but Jabbi's right here. He's going to peek out, should get the kill before the plant, and with it, a 3-round lead.
Oof. Comfortable
One here from the two weaponized here in round 20. A 12-8 lead for the Copenhagen Flames, putting them 4 rounds away from Imperial and 4 rounds away from the stadium. Frag grenade, a sign of things to come. Zyphon connects to the head of Fallen, and poor Vinny, 22 health, gets tapped away into 21.
Almost gets caught off guard, but he stands strong and tall. He's down to half HP, but he lives.
Oh, Nikodas double scoped over, and
they let him go.
Fur's able to get away. But he doesn't go all the way back. He comes in for second servings. Vinny hits the headshot towards middle. And now despite that opening success for the Flames towards B, those players get stranded. The Opper on wobbly legs. Wallbang nearly connecting here for Zyphon. He's got that rotate, but boltz in through mid. From CT side to the offense. Zyphon with the response. Bomb dropped and confirmed to be on the cusp of B site. And down he goes now. hoeJ still looking back towards mid, because boltz could be anywhere at this point. And Nikodas up close. The Opper tries to set up. Low HP on the 2 remaining Ts. No utility for them. A smoke for Nikodas. If he wants to cover that bomb, he's also the only kit carrier. Bomb beyond the halfway point. They're pressing up into the crosshair of Fur. He's now on 19 health, and Nikodas caught. It's another for the Brazilians. Imperial. roeJ and Zyphon here on short. Vinny's going to press right into it. Deagle will get one, hoping for the AK upgrade, but utility still all over. And that flashbang versus Fallen could have been his end. hoeJ's still hoping to recover. Nikodas still alive and kicking, but not yet in the equation. He's trying to find his footing, trying to find that position. And he is nearby. He is close. Death knocks on the door of Imperial. Nikodas misses that flick and had a chance to recover, but boltz is going to end him. Just the USPs left. They see one in the distance. boltz now to the Glock shots, and jabbi minimizes on the cover, but he's done. There's nowhere for him to run. If it's not Nikodas, then it's...
Vinny starts to encroach, waiting for the exec to come up, and Nikodas, is he in a spot to even defend himself? No.
He's got cover. They've left him this pocket to play. roeJ looks to come over top. He's going to connect it to boltz, and this hit, this man advantage comes to an end. They let Nikodas just unravel this. With 30 seconds, no one goes short, and now Vinny, he just wants this. And no problem on short.
30, yeah. Oh, an interesting smoke to help them cross up the sandbags. Okay.
Flames have given them space. Nikodas, Fallen
wow!
On the edge of that one, insta headshot. Remember, roeJ, he's half health, and he gives us nothing. FNX locks in on it. hoeJ, who was once short, is now down to just nothing as well. It's Fallen to just crack it open. 100 HP, 2 kills, and that is from the bottom of the score.
From the crane and the back of the ramp. I mean, it can be too dangerous. Oh my god, the CTs are all rotating out of mid.
Ooh.
Oh, but boltz goes down. They hear so many players from the T side rushing into the B site.
Look at this. Look at all of these bodies. Zyphon's trying to jump up. He's going to spam shots through. This is going to be chaos. Carnage on the B site. Fallen locks in one. We've got a boost around the side, but jabbi can't find anything yet. Nikodas comes in, upgrade to the AK. 2 of these players for Imperial, very low. Fur, very close, decides to swing around, and jabbi locks that in. Vinny's HP is going to be worth its weight in gold. Fallen, low health. Vinny comes around that corner, and if it's not the star of jabbi, then it's nothing here for Flames, but he connects. And Vinny's dead. And who's next? He falls. He concedes. Imperial top.
Looking to start the fight.
Slow contact. Looks to cook Zyphon, who's boosted, sees the advantage. That's a big pickup for him, but he gets stuck on an island in mid. Nades being thrown, flash connects, Fur can't get the second, but boltz's grenade sure can. And as jabbi comes back to construction, boltz is just keeping this so occupied. We've got 2 players up the ramp. All that's left of Imperial here is inside of the B site. Yabbi's close on green, looks to gun down FNX. Bomb plant non-stop. Vinny looking to be killed, and sure enough, roeJ comes wide.
Oof.
And the Copenhagen...
A lot of standard grenades here scare Nikodas, but he knows
Great nade.
that they haven't thrown them
So
all.
close. He sees the bag, he shoots too soon. Fur's gonna get the first and second. Fallen gets traded out immediately, and a man advantage. Right with the smoke in on sight. roeJ doesn't find his mark, not been able to close. roeJ on top, and suddenly silence falls across the site. The smoke goes in, Fur goes down, Yabbi's in with the kill, 40 health for him. Vinny through smoke, and now all of a sudden, boltz comes back as Vinny goes big. It's a 14th for Imperial.
They started to encroach onto the site. We have seen a lack of Molotovs in this vision. Nikodas could try to get some, but the boost gets called out.
Fallen with the double. roeJ's position cleared. And this was the all-in for the Copenhagen Flames. So instead, what's left is all out.
For some, it's an op.
They've just got to collect themselves. They got to keep this cool. roeJ, good spot, good start, but a better trade from boltz. The deagle goes dry off of the first shot, but 30 seconds. And we have already seen Imperial fumble around like this. We're also watching FNX walk into that B bomb site. We are watching Imperial out-rotate Copenhagen Flames. Oh, but Yabbi's MP9, that was so sharp. And as a swap to the AK comes in, there are 10 seconds left. Smoke onto the Flames. Yabbi's here with Zyphon. Damage done. They're hanging on. They've got it. Port, just a helping hand. 2 sets of them, in fact.
They're conceding space.
30 seconds.
Try to push up, but right now the CTs, they're on the back foot slightly. Comes down to the rifle work. Zyphon off the corner of the Molotov.
Fallen, looking for the trade. FNX, looking for the spam. boltz is here to try to help, and he will get that one connected. Bomb jumps into the site, 15 seconds. Won't be able to manage the one in the back as Copenhagen Flames open and open.
The second smoke on the wall pops up. He wins his duel versus the ramp. If he dies in that spot, you better believe that bomb is going down. 2 players on short with no support. That's not where you want to be. They run out of mid entirely. This will speed Vinny up a little bit.
Playing close now. They've actually pushed this one forward through the wood wall. FNX goes down. Zyphon takes damage. But jabbi, we've seen this. He jumps and he swoops into boltz. A second versus Fallen. That's bomb. And the money plays a problem here for Imperial. They're a gun down. 2 rounds deep in OT and still empty-handed. Nikodas gets naded out of his initial position. And that could just serve as a trigger for Imperial. They find roeJ hopping inside bomb site. roeJ doubles back. Insta-kill Fur. And he's got a little pocket of action. He's also got support. Vinny's looking for the duel. Damage being done. They bring it back inside of the site. If it's not Yabbi, then it's 1 for Imperial here in OT. And there's an eventual late lurk from FNX from mid. And Yabbi, he's not going to see that coming. Into it. Bullets back and forth. But remember, Yabbi, he's still here. And Fallen doesn't give a damn. Oh, but the last shot from Nikodas right into the face of Fallen. A world of pressure onto the shoulders of boltz, and Copenhagen Flames are gonna let them fire destined for him. He backs up. But so do Copenhagen Flames. They're going back onto Yabbi. Oh!
They run into...
There's a chance!
There's only 2 left. They're
10
coming back
seconds.
to A. They have to plant now on this site. Have they overthought it?
They doubled back! Now there's fire destined for them. If they don't get this planted, it all comes around them. There's a chance here for Zyphon. 3 seconds. No, they fumbled the ball! A 17th for Imperial! They had 15 seconds left to try and get themselves in playoffs. And Fallen, if he looks away, he's done. Zyphon comes up, the bomb goes down, and Imperial, they just need to get these last 2 kills. It's over. Another second, another overtime. roeJ, there's just no time. They fumble the ball because not even kills can make the difference.
Getting approached upon, yeah.
He knows.
Spotted, but he wins his first duel.
That's huge.
Zyphon gets another.
That's the construction player down and Fallen. Flash in assists. Fur on site. Locks in the kill versus roeJ.
Happy to aim map.
Nikodas low. roeJ half. But still, he cuts through elevator and then gets around the back of the CT shelf. There are layers.
Will this be calmed? And where does Fur go? What's his itinerary here? Pushing towards short.
He wants the tuck.
2 He's coming up the ramp. They'll be able to spot him. He just needs to get the frag.
Zyphon's waiting. Ice cold. Zyphon, he gets the first chance at the fight. FNX trying to come over, but remember, there's that deep play from roeJ, and the op shot from Nikodas connects. And if it's not FNX with a 1 versus 3, then Copenhagen Flames take 20.
Oh, he's playing it knowing that there's an op holding this position. Zyphon's trying to escape. Nikodas hits the shot. He's so low, but he gets the final. and one to guarantee a third overtime.
Oh, and already 5v4. Fur barely alive. Nicodas with the op shot of all things, and another. They can smell blood, and they've got this one wrapped up on the T side. A flawless T side in double OT.
What more can you ask for?
How could that not spell the end of Imperial?
Yeah, well done. Maybe we'll jinx it. We'll see Fallen and boltz in the 2-on-5.
Fallen tries to creep in.
Odds could not be lower. Fallen gets spotted.
Doubles back, gets the first one on the sight. Hooksy gets dinked in the process. Fallen trying his damnedest. And boltz has been everywhere, but now he is nowhere to be found. This one looks impossible. 21 rounds to the scoreboard for Copenhagen Flames. A clean sweep of the T side in the second overtime. Utility being thrown forward by boltz as he chases them down. They run from him, they hide, and the op in Nicodas lock. Is this how it goes? Fur comes around that corner and he sees the shadow, he sees the back. Oh, he fires off, and now everybody knows what's up. 30 seconds left for an impeccable clutch. Zyphon's down on top, but there it is! Finally! The 5th time's the charm! The Copenhagen Flames, they lift the curse! They shed their demons and burn brighter than ever before! Playoffs